Behind Thailand's breathtaking beaches and vibrant streets lies a dark reality few dare to talk about. Beneath the surface of paradise, a hidden world of exploitation and sex tourism thrives. In this video, we uncover the unsettling truth behind Thailand's secret underworld, revealing the stark contrast between the beauty and the darkness lurking within. But beyond the temples and the beaches, there's a side of Thailand that remains controversial: the world of sex tourism. For centuries, Thailand has been a magnet for travelers seeking adventure and, more recently, for those seeking pleasures of a different kind. But how did Thailand become synonymous with sex tourism? To answer that, we need to explore the country's history. Before we dive into the complexities of modern-day Thailand, let's take a trip back in time. Thailand, or Siam as it was known until 1939, has long been a crossroads of cultures. Its unique position in Southeast Asia made it a hub for trade and commerce, and its rich Buddhist traditions gave it a peaceful, spiritual reputation. But during the Vietnam War, something changed. American soldiers stationed in Thailand on rest and recreation leave began to seek out more than just the local cuisine. Bars and brothels sprang up to cater to these foreign visitors, and a new industry was born. By the 1970s, Thailand was firmly established as a destination for those seeking adult entertainment. The country's open attitudes towards sex, combined with its exotic appeal, made it an irresistible draw for Western tourists. Bangkok's infamous red light districts, such as Patpong, Soi Cowboy, and Nana Plaza, became the epicenters of this booming industry. But what is it about Thailand that continues to attract millions of men from all over the world, even to this day? What do you think? Is it simply the allure of cheap thrills, or is there something deeper at play? Is Thailand's sex tourism industry just about indulgence, or is it more about cultural differences and social dynamics? Share your thoughts in the comments below. It's easy to get caught up in the flashy lights and neon signs of Thailand's red light districts, but behind every smile is a story. Many of the women working in the industry come from rural areas, often driven by poverty or lack of opportunities. For them, the sex trade is a means to support their families. In a country where the wage gap is stark and educational opportunities are limited for those in impoverished areas, the sex industry becomes an unfortunate but necessary option for survival. The money earned here often supports not just the women, but entire villages. Before we continue, could I ask for a quick favor? If you're finding this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with all our latest videos and won't risk missing out on our next hidden gem. It's free, and it helps us continue bringing you the best travel content out there. Thanks so much for your support. There's something about the allure of Thai women that captivates men from all walks of life. Whether it's their perceived submissiveness or the exotic appeal of Southeast Asian beauty standards, many Western men come to Thailand specifically in search of companionship. This fascination with Thai women has given rise to an entire industry catering to romance tourists. But is it all just a transaction, or do genuine relationships emerge from these encounters? The answer is not as clear-cut as one might think. Go-go bars are one of the most iconic symbols of Thailand's adult entertainment scene. These establishments are where tourists go to watch scantily clad women perform on stage, with the option to bar-fine them for private company later on. The atmosphere is electric, but there's a darker side to this business that's often overlooked. Many of the women in go-go bars work under harsh conditions, often with long hours and little control over their earnings. The glamour on the outside hides a much grimmer reality behind the scenes. Thailand has a complicated relationship with sex work. Technically, prostitution is illegal, but it's an open secret that the industry thrives under the radar. Police raids on brothels and bars are rare, and the industry continues to operate with little government interference. This gray area allows for exploitation, but it also creates a thriving underground economy that supports countless people. But here's a question. Should Thailand fully legalize prostitution to provide better protections for workers, or does that risk further entrenching a culture of exploitation? What do you think? Should sex work be legalized in Thailand to protect workers, or would that cause more harm than good? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Tourism is a double-edged sword for Thailand. On the one hand, it brings in billions of dollars each year and supports millions of jobs. On the other hand, it fuels the darker aspects of the economy, including the sex trade. While many tourists come to Thailand for its temples, beaches, and food, a significant portion is drawn to the country for its reputation as a playground for adult entertainment. This influx of visitors creates a demand that keeps the industry alive. Despite the thriving business, sex workers in Thailand face immense social stigma. Even though many women enter the industry out of necessity, they are often looked down upon by society. This stigma extends to their families, who may face shame and ostracization from their communities. It's a complex issue. On the one hand, these women are providing for their families, but on the other, they are shunned for the way they do it. The impact of Thailand's sex industry isn't limited to the cities. Many rural areas rely on the remittances sent back by women working in the trade. This money funds everything from schooling to housing, and for some communities, it's the only lifeline they have. But this dependency creates its own set of challenges, as younger generations see the sex trade as one of the few viable ways to escape poverty. One of the most interesting aspects of Thailand's sex tourism industry is the dynamic between Western men and Thai women. Many of the men who come to Thailand are not just looking for a one-night stand. They're searching for companionship, something they feel they can't find back home. But what drives this desire? Is it the allure of Thai women's perceived submission? Or is it the fantasy of escaping the pressures of Western society? Why do you think so many Western men seek companionship in Thailand? Is it about the culture, or is it something deeper? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Sex tourism contributes significantly to Thailand's economy, though it's rarely acknowledged in official statistics. It's estimated that the adult entertainment industry brings in billions of dollars each year, supporting countless businesses and livelihoods. But at what cost? The moral and ethical implications of profiting from the exploitation of women are difficult to ignore. In recent years, there have been efforts to combat exploitation within Thailand's sex tourism industry. Non-governmental organizations and advocacy groups have pushed for better protections for workers, including access to healthcare, legal rights, and better working conditions. But the reality is that as long as there's demand, the industry will continue to thrive. The question is, how can Thailand balance the need for economic growth with the protection of its most vulnerable citizens? Thailand is aware of its reputation as a sex tourism destination, and in recent years, there has been a concerted effort to rebrand the country as a more family-friendly destination. Government campaigns promoting cultural tourism, ecotourism, and wellness retreats are part of this push. But the question remains, can Thailand truly shake off its image as the land of sin? Or is it too deeply ingrained in the country's identity? As Thailand continues to evolve, the future of its sex tourism industry remains uncertain. Will it continue to thrive? Or will changing social norms and government intervention lead to its decline? What do you think? Will Thailand ever outgrow its reputation as a sex tourism hub? Or will the industry remain a core part of its identity? Do you think Thailand will successfully rebrand itself? Or is the allure of its adult entertainment industry too strong to fade? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. But Thailand is much more than that. Thailand offers a world of adventure far beyond its infamous red light districts. Whether you're drawn to the spiritual serenity of its temples or the pristine beauty of its beaches, there's something for everyone. Explore Chiang Rai's White Temple. This lesser-known temple is a contemporary masterpiece of Thai architecture, filled with intricate and surreal details. Discover Phang Nga Bay's secret caves. Take a kayak tour through the bay's limestone cliffs and explore hidden lagoons and caves that are still relatively unknown to tourists. Experience the magic of floating markets. Thailand's floating markets, such as Dam Noan Saduak, offer a glimpse into traditional Thai life, with boats piled high with fresh produce, handicrafts, and local foods. There's also a fascinating side of Thailand that many tourists miss: the Erawan waterfalls in Kanchanaburi, a 7-tiered waterfall surrounded by lush forest, offering an almost magical experience for nature lovers. So, while Thailand is often known for its more risque attractions, the country is brimming with hidden gems that provide visitors with the opportunity to truly experience its natural beauty and rich cultural heritage. Thailand's sex tourism industry is a complex and controversial topic, one that raises important questions about culture, economics, and human rights. While the country offers an array of incredible experiences, from stunning landscapes to rich cultural traditions, its darker side cannot be ignored. As we've explored today, the reasons behind this industry are multifaceted, driven by both local needs and global desires. Thailand is a land of contrasts, and while its red light districts may attract global attention, there are countless undiscovered treasures waiting to be explored. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Watch the Globe for more travel tips and hidden gems. Until next time, keep exploring and keep dreaming.